Today's video is going to be a review of Shiseido's trouble-free Ibuki small edition starter kit set. Yes, and I have this all too from Shiseido's innovation skincare products. And I brought this starter kit because the products Shiseido, you probably know, is very expensive brand from Japan, and it's established in 1872 and has like 114 years of experience. So they should have a lot of experience in how to make very great skincare products, I thought. So also because it was Japan, and you know, the Japanese always have very nice skin, so I really wanted to try it out, so I found this starter kit. Also, I read some reviews of the Ibuki line and found out that it won some prizes and was an award-winning brand. And this cost in Danish kroner, der koster det 195 kroner for 3 produkter, hvor man får en cleanser, eller en renses forming cleanser, og en Softning Concentrate, som er lidt ligesom en toner, og så får man en creme, ansigtscreme. Og der er 30 ml i hver produkt, og de koster 195 kroner. Og de holder I op i en måned, og det er cirka 6,5 kroner om dagen, og det er altså ret dyrt. 6,5 kroner du bruger om dagen på at rense din hud og pleje den. Så ja. Yeah, and what I just said in Danish, I'll repeat in English, and that is that in euro, it's 26.15 euro, and it's like €1 you use on your skin every day, and it's for these 3 products. And you get a cleanser, a forming cleanser, and you get a softening concentrate, which is like an emulsion, which is kind of a toner, skin tonic, but it's a little bit more concentrated, like a syrup. So it's like an emulsion. It's kind of between a toner and something that's improving your skin. So I'll talk about more that later. And then you get a refining moisturizer, and there ain't any SPF in this one. And you get 13 milliliters. I really do how you say that, but 30 milliliter in each one of them, and they last about a month, and that's kind of €1 every day you use on your skin. So they are very expensive. Even this that is the starter kit. If you get a full bottle of this, it's a lot more expensive. And these products are from women in their 20s, beginning of their 20s, and they do have a little bit anti-aging benefits, and they do moisturize a lot also. And they are for normal to oily skin, and also for skin that tends to be dry or dry out easily. So everyone can use these products. And now I want to talk a little about the packaging. And these are the samples, or you know, these are the one from the starter kit. So the packaging is not that great as the full bottle size. They have different packaging, but it's like plastic, and when you open it, this is the forming cleanser. It like comes out like this. And the smell is very great. It has a kind of strong perfume smell, but it's okay. It's okay actually. And I think that I'm going to make let me see, nothing, I was just checking the clock of the video. This is the refining moisturizer, and when you open it like this, it has this kind of hole into it. Oh, sorry if you can tell, it's because of the light here, like that. It has this hole, and then the moisturizer actually just comes out like that, and I just spilled something so you can see. It's very liquid, and it also has this very strong perfume smell, but it's It's a nice smell, but it's a little bit too strong for my taste, and it's very liquid and very moisturizing. Yeah, it's very liquid, but it does not have any SPF, and I really cannot understand why. And I think it might have something to do with that. They are thinking that you're going to use a foundation or powder or something like that on top of it with some SPF protection, and maybe that's why. Actually, I don't understand Shiseido's SPF concentration in their products, because they use like 10 SPF or 18 SPF in a moisturizer, and that's really weird. It's not like they use 20 or 25 or 13. Instead they use like 10 and that doesn't protect your skin very well, so that's a little bit weird, I think. I tried these products after like 14 days, and the reason I kind of used half of them, and that's why I calculated that they would last about a month. And how I used them is that I started using first the foaming cleanser, which I foamed first. I tried to foam it up in my hands, so that it was like a milky with some bubbles and so on, and then I just massage it into my face in circular motion with like 2 fingers, and that worked kind of well. But I also tried to use this one and then put some water on, and then you kind of foam it up so that it becomes very huge bubbles and stuff. But I felt like that it's just kind of immediately, as all the bubbles and stuff, they just sucked into my skin immediately as soon as I put it on my face. And then before I could even measure it was already sucked into my skin. And that's why I like it, just taking a little bit in my hands and then rubbing it a little up and then using it in my face more, because then it did not suck into my skin so fast. But I don't know, maybe the foaming way of cleansing cleans my skin better than when I use it my hands to foam it up. I tried those things, and I don't really like using a foaming cleanser because I think it's really difficult and it takes a lot of time. Also, I didn't feel like it was truly cleansing my pores and my nose and cheeks. I still felt like I could see some dirt afterwards. So, but otherwise, it did make my skin very soft, and it did moisturize. I didn't feel it. It's not drying out your skin afterwards. Your skin doesn't feel dry after using this cleanser. After using this cleanser, and then afterwards I took a cotton pad and put some of this softening concentrate on, and then you just wipe away the rest of the dirt. Now, I was really surprised of how much dirt that actually still comes off even after you have using the cleanser, but still a lot of dirt came off on the cotton pad, and I was very surprised. And also this was so moisturizing that I didn't feel like I needed a moisturizing cream or anything like that on top of this one. So also because I do have oily skin, so I feel like actually just using the foaming cleanser and the softening concentrate was enough moisturizing for my skin. So some days I used all 3 products in the morning and only 2 products in the afternoon, because I didn't want it that much moisturizing. And then I used the refining moisturizing on top of the softening concentrate, which I let suck into my skin for at least 5 minutes or so. And after I used all the 2 products, I felt like my skin was very moisturizing, and that was great, and it was very soft. And in the night when I had to cleanse my face again, my skin felt very baby soft. But another problem I discovered that after I used the products for like 3 or 4 days, I started to break out and get pimples here on my cheeks. I don't know if you can tell, I still have a little left some places here. I got them here and around here, and on my cheeks especially, and a little bit on my forehead. And at that time I didn't change anything in my skincare routine. I only used these 2 products to cleanse my skin, and then I just used the normally sunscreen on my skin every day, and that was kind of it. I didn't use any makeup, any foundation, and BB cream, CC cream, and I didn't eat anything like differently. And I did exercise and everything. but they really did make me break out. Also, I felt like they were so moisturizing that maybe that's the reason they made me break out, or maybe it's some of the ingredients, and it might also be the perfume, which I told you was very strong, that made me break out. And I was really disappointed because it's like it's claiming, you know, to smooth your skin out, and you will be free of all the troubles, and I can kind of read what each one of the products is said to do. And the cleanser is said to do an extra gentle cleanser that layers quickly, which means it forms quickly up into a rich form to remove impurities and harmful excess sebum without stripping away skin's essential moisturizing. Skin feels refreshed and silky smooth to the touch. I did feel that, but it also did make me break out. So I did feel like my skin wasn't dry afterwards, and I did feel that kind of softness, but unfortunately it made me break out. And the next one is the Softning Concentrate, and we have it here. And by supplying skin with generous moisturizing, this deep infusion formula helps deliver immediately effective ingredients into the skin for a softer, smoother feel, exchange the benefits of the skincare that follows. And this is also supposed to, you know, after you apply this, the next products will soak better into your skin. I don't know if that's true. I didn't really feel like now the moisturizing does a better work because of this one. I didn't really feel that. It did give a lot of moisturizing. Actually, out of all the two products, I think the Softning Concentrate was the best one for me. But using the three products together made me unfortunately break out, so I had to stop using them. And then when I went back to my regular cleansing routine, I used some other products from another brand. My breakouts went down and my pimples disappeared, and my skin became great again. I must say that the products did make my skin very soft and moisturizing, which my other cleansing method did not do. But to be honest, I'd rather have a little dry skin and not as soft skin than I want to have pimples all over, and I think you guys will definitely agree with me. So, and then the last product is Moisturizer, and it's like a multi-action formula that instinctively is supposed to correct the appearance of uneven skin tone and visible pore breakouts and dullness, marks and skin roughness, you know, if your skin is dry. And it's supposed to reveal a smooth texture of the skin, and the skin is supposed to be hydrated all day long. And it definitely did not help on my pimples and dullness. It just gave me pimples and dullness, so it did not really help on that. So I was really disappointed because I thought Shiseido was a really, really great brand, but it didn't work out for me. And I know everyone have different kind of skin, and my skin is really sensitive, so there might have been some ingredients in this that make me break out. So and let me see if there's anything else I need to tell. Then I also have this how to use the products, and you can see in this follow hole you're supposed to first clean your face by using like circular motions, you can see here, and then second, when you are like softening your skin with the emulsions, so you're supposed to apply it up the neck and down here and out here, and also how you apply the moisturizing cream lastly, and how you're supposed to actually start here and then move up and then around your eyes and then out. And I tried to do that, follow the procedure and how to cleanse my face, but even that, it just still made me break out, and I still got pimples, and I was still certain that it was this product that made me break out. So that is kind of my review, and I hope you guys liked it. And I do think that they are great products, but they just made me freak out. So there must have been some ingredients or something in them that were meant for me. But if you have tried them, I would really like to hear what you think about the Ibuki line. I definitely will not buy it because I think it's also very, very expensive. So I don't think I will buy any Shiseido products. I just think it's a very expensive brand that doesn't really deliver what it says to do. I think when you use products from such an expensive brand, it just shouldn't make you freak out. It should. I was very disappointed. So now I'm back to my regular skincare cleansing routine, and I use a Danish brand actually. Skincare products. Maybe I can do a review on that one later. And I definitely think that they are better than this one, and they are a lot less expensive. So see you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video.